Those are all among the hosting Maranatha Christian Academy on stay. Thursday, October 5th. Risk day today, about 60
Doesn't
degrees.
matter.
Playing soccer.
We got 50 Bentleys in the West Indies. It doesn't matter. Here you go.
Across the field, so pretty calm right now. Hopefully, one or two. I'm two unless you want to. On this off-and-on period, trying to freak out a little bit. But soccer. Should be a good one. Ranking.
France, here's the roster.
Formula. Number 15 and Minnehaha Academy, number 14.
It's for Schlaus. It's Dutch. I can't say it's German. Because a friend of mine, his last name was Weeks. And one time he
Check.
Vex, V-E-C-K, I don't know. It's W-E-E-K-S. That's how he spells it.
I just stand up here.
It's pronounced Vex, it's German.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to keep me on my toes.
Schlaus, Dutch.
Yes. Stay out, please. Don't get too attached to it.
Check. Check 1, 2.
Hey, how are you? Tell us about it. I'm not like sick. I know. I just have a
What's that?
You were?
Good afternoon or good evening, soccer fans. Welcome to Guido Calls Fields for tonight's match. Special welcome to Maranatha Christian Academy.
Sounds like
we are going
something
to read off our starting lineups and then follow that up with the national anthem and then get the game going. Starting tonight for Maranatha. In the goal, number 31, Grant Bennett. Number 3, Jonas Kaihai. Number 4, Grayson Rennie. Number 8, Josh Bowers. Number 10, Jaden Dimitriev. Number 11, Jojo Bartolomeos. Number 14, Caleb Johnson. Number 15, Jackson Mueller. Number 16, Jaden Rennie. Number 19, Ben Christensen. Number 21, Galetta Atoma. And Maranatha is coached by Adi Bilani and CK. Now for our Redhawks in the goal, Ben Noble. Number 6, S.A. Hoptis. Number 7, Ronan McGreevy. Number 10, Tito Sanchez. Number 11, Max Anderson. Number 12, Broder Nelson. Number 14, Elijah Jensen. Number 15, Tabarik Wobachet. Number 16, Malachi Snell. Number 18, Ezra Victor. And number 1, Tate Anderson. Our Red Hawks are coached by Sean Jensen, Derek Swanson, Johan Tadano, and Connor Erlinson. At this time, please stand and face the flag for our national anthem.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Okay, now we're ready. Welcome. We're here at the Minnehaha Academy field and hosted by the Red Hawks. Maranatha Christian Academy Mustangs will be playing the Red Hawks today. Maranatha with the 9-5 record, and the Minnehaha Academy boys team with the 6-6-2 record. They play some larger schools. Both schools are in the single A, and they have this QRF rankings. Minnehaha Academy is number 14, and the Maranatha Christian Academy team is ranked number 15, so we should have a good matchup today. Minnehaha had a game earlier this week. They played St. Croix Lutheran, which Maranatha lost 2-1, and they ended up in a tie game. Minnehaha won, St. Croix Lutheran won. Looks like Maranatha will be kicking off. The Mustangs will be kicking off here today. Again, we got a beautiful day to play soccer, about 60 degrees, a little windy, but looks like the wind is going across the field, so it shouldn't be too much of an advantage for either team. The sun is on the cross of the field as well, so the sun won't be in play. And first kickoff by Kai-Hai, back to Dimitrov. Dimitrov looking for Bartolomeus and off his head. Nice aggressive play by Dimitrov and picked up by the goalie, Ben Noble of the Academy. Rennie picks it up. Galetta hits it off a Red Hawk, and it'll be a throw-in for Maranatha. Jaden Rennie on the throw-in, looking inside the box, looking for Kai-Hai. Kicked out by number 10, that's Tito Sanchez. And Tate gets it on his foot, kicks it back to a Red Hawk player, and he hits it up, Mueller to the middle. Back to a Red Hawk defender, he kicks it back to Sanchez, and Sanchez back to Habis. Number 16, Snell on that one, he hits it up to midfield, and number 7, McGreevy with it. But picked off by Rennie, and he's trying to find a teammate, and back at Hepte. He gets by Dimitrov. finds Tito. Tito off to his teammate, headed out by Bowers. McGreevy with it, trying to get in the corner there. Bowers on top of him, kicks it in the middle there, and Rennie blows it up and swung over to Snell. Snell in the middle and picked up by Toma off his foot, and Rennie kicks it out. Johnson intercepts that pass, left foot up, and gonna keep that playing. Gonna look like a little handball there. Dimitrov would have got called for a foul there, but kicks it to the corner, and that's going to be off corner there. They're going to keep playing that. He didn't keep it in, but the corner flag kept in the ball and kicked back out. Haptis to Sanchez. Sanchez surveying the field. JoJo on top of him. Nice tackle by Dimitrov. Dimitrov here. We got a little 2-on-2 here. Dimitrov with a nice little pass up to JoJo. JoJo just passes the defender and kicks it up, and Noble with the save. Picks it up, immediately rolls it up to Victor. Victor being tackled by Kai-Hai. Kai-Hai back to Bowers. Bowers attacked from behind by McCreevy. And then up to Rennie. Rennie one touch back to another Red Hawk defender. Number 12, that's Nelson. Sanchez off to Haptis. Over... down off the chest of Mueller, and then Tate picks it up. Tate to his teammate, and then kicked up, and Mueller will gather it and then kick it out. We'll have a throw-in for the Red Hawks. Thrown in there, Elijah Jensen across, and there's a player there. Red Hawk, and tackled by JoJo and then kicked out by Rennie. Good solid chance there. Victor was on the far side, and some sort of whistle here. Looks like maybe there was a goal kick. It's been a goal kick. Not sure what the call is. It's a goal kick. Might have been on that kick that went across to actually went out of bounds and then came back in. So then that would be a goal kick. So even though they had a chance on the opposite side, it wouldn't have been fruition because it was out of bounds in the air. Kicked up in the air by Bennett. Finds the foot of Tate, Red Hawk player. Kicks it out to 12. That'd be Nelson. Nelson finds Haptis, and then Sanchez with it. Sanchez with the left foot over the top here and brought up, but goalie Grant Bennett hustles out and grabs that before number 14, Elijah Jensen, could get it. Punted up, taken out of the air by a Red Hawk defender. And then Sanchez out to Anderson. Anderson trying to find a teammate, and Rennie in the way. Rennie gets the ball stolen from him, and then we got Tate in the middle. Tate one touch back, and a bunch of touches here for the Red Hawks, and back all the way back to 16 Snell. Snell back around the corner here to Victor. Victor up to McGreevy. McGreevy's going to look to get back Rennie here. Rennie tackles him, doing a good job on defense there, and finds Bartolomeus. Early on, to see the Red Hawks definitely are more aggressive here. They're going to get a throw-in for the Mustangs. Red Hawks definitely push up. Their defenders get involved, and they only leave a couple of them back, so it'll be interesting if Mustangs take advantage. JoJo, nice one touch to Dimitrov. Dimitrov looking for some space. A couple guys in between, tried to take a shot, and it was blocked. And then we got Victor with it, with the big clear. Nobody home, and Christensen will let it go to Bennett. Bennett's going to pick it up. He played it and picked it up. Good smart play by the goalie there, and then he's going to punt it. Nice punt, cleared everybody, but here's the bounce of Toma in pursuit, but nice kick there by Haptis, and that'll be Anderson with the left foot inside to Tate. Tate turns, finds a teammate in the middle here, and then Johnson gets his foot on it, but still maintained possession by Jensen. Jensen off to Sanchez. Sanchez out to Anderson. Anderson looking for a teammate inside, and kicked off by Christensen. And Essay kicks it up to his teammate and then brought out. Good possession so far by the Red Hawks. They've had a lot of the possession so far, keeping it on their foot. And in possession. So here's number 12, Nelson, back out to S.A., and S.A. will kick it out to number 16, Snell. Snell up to Tate. Tate tries to kick it back, and Dimitrov gets it. Dimitrov trying to get around the defenders, and here comes Snell, kick it back to Noble. Noble kicks it. A little bit of bounce there. Kai-Hi's in pursuit of that. Bounces. Bowers with a little tap. Nice. Little left, but right back to another Redberg player.
You got it, brother.
Bartolomeus with a touchback to Kai-Hi. Now back on his foot. He kicks it in and stopped. And a whistle. And an offsides. Kind of a strange offsides call. There wasn't any possession or even anything that was going to be there. But offsides call it is, and it'll be a free kick for the Red Hawks. Just getting started here, under 33 minutes. Red Hawks, 6 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. The Maranatha Mustang team, 9 wins and 5 losses. Free kick here coming by Snell off the head of Rennie. Back over to Tate. Tate finds Anderson, or sorry, that would be Nelson, and then to Anderson, and then inside to Jensen. Jensen slicing through. He puts a left foot on it, bouncing around and finds the goalie, and Grant picks it up. Grant Bennett, that is. He'll punt it off and see if the Mustangs could get something going. Nice deep punt and see if there's going to be some possession here. Good kick by S.A. In pursuit is Nelson. And the ball goes out, and it'll be a throw-in for Maranatha. Batal coming in here for Kai-Hi. 31:40 left in the first half here. Grayson Rennie on the throw-in. Grayson Rennie throws it over the defenders, and then JoJo is there. Can he chase it down? He's going to get a little left foot chip too far for Toma, and that's going to bounce out and be a goal kick. Good chance for MCA. Show the speed of Bartolomeus there. Get past the defense. Nice throw-in by Grayson. Noble kicks it in here to S.A. S.A. back to Snell. Snell around the horn to Victor. Victor kicking in the middle here, and nobody's home, and Rennie will simply kick it back to Bennett. Bennett on his foot. Going to survey the field and kick it off like it's a goal kick. Up to Patal. Patal with a little header. Bartolomeus there. Bartolomeus looking. Puts on the speeds, puts on the jets, and good defense there. And Snell kicks it out, but that'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Corner kick coming. Looks like Patal might be taking this corner. Something we haven't seen much is Batal taking a corner here, but it looks like Caleb Johnson's going to take it. We had a little miscommunication here. So they must be working on something new. Usually we see Dimitrov over in the corner, but now Dimitrov's skills will be in the box. Caleb Johnson keeps it on the floor, past Bartolomeus, and Snell picks up that corner kick chance, and Bowers waited on it, gets deflected by Snell. Now it looks like Christensen will kick it out of bounds. Yes. Bowers with a good idea, but he's got to pay attention as a defender that he needs to make sure he gets that ball out and not deflected. That could have been a dangerous play right there. Bowers steps up. McCreevy throw in for the Red Hawks. Nothing really going on there. Throws it back to Snell. Snell keeps it, kicks it up. Rennie, but Bennett to scoop it up. Under 30 minutes here. A couple good chances by the Mustangs, and Red Hawks have had really good possession. Snell out of the air with a nice foot, and then a header off by Toma, and then kicked out by a Red Hawk defender. Christensen, the good play there, and then Mueller on a Red Hawk offensive player. Kicked into the middle, kicked down by Johnson, and then Rennie with the kick up here. Dimitrov fighting for that, and picked up by Sanchez. Sanchez looking around and finds, I believe that's Anderson. Anderson find another teammate there in the far corner. Sanchez here in the middle, back to one touch to Wobeshed. Nope, number 14, sorry, that's Jensen. 14's Jensen, 15's Wobeshed. It's going to be a throw-in for the Red Hawks. Kind of a sloppy throw-in there by Anderson, but it works, and then Rennie intercepts it and up to Batal. Off the foot of a Red Hawk player and going a little bit back and forth. Batal back to
Okay, come on. Settle it on the ground, boys.
his teammate, but now picked up by the Red Hawks, and then Dimitrov steps up. Dimitrov's now on his foot, kicking it up. Batal here, see if Batal can win this race. The goalie's right there too. He kicks it out. Nice play by Noble. Noble got his foot on it. Caleb Johnson here trying to keep it in play, and he does to the middle here, trying to find Dimitrov. And Tate with the interception. Interception again by the Red Hawks. Number 14, Jensen. Across the way to Victor. Bowers in pursuit and headed off by Bartolomeus. Bowers with the left foot. Kicked up and nice little chip up there by Victor. Rennie helping out. A lot of arms going on here by Victor, and then tackled by Jaden Rennie. He tries to kick it up to his teammate, doesn't find him. Nelson with the kick over to Sanchez. Sanchez in the middle to Nelson, back to Sanchez. Sanchez finds Anderson. Inside to Jensen. Jensen, the left foot, finds a teammate here. He kicks it back. Tate's wide open. He's going to kick it, and wide of the goal. Good chance there for the Red Hawks. They've done a good job so far possession, and hopefully they don't wear down this Mustang defense and find another good scoring opportunity chance. Bennett on the goal kick. Off Tate. McGreevy turns it. Nice tackle by Bowers. Bowers kicks it up but finds another Red Hawk player. And off the Red Hawk, and it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Grayson Rennie on the throw-in. Rennie finds the head of Batal, and that goes out of bounds, and be a throw-in for the Red Hawks. Here.
Talk to each other!
Red Hawks kick it up, finds Tate off the foot of Tate, off the head of Sanchez, off the head of Anderson. Or Nelson, sorry, Nelson. SA kicks it up and out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Mustangs.
I did see him on Tuesday too, I think.
Thrown in by the Mustangs, headed off by Anderson. Caleb Johnson with it. Off to Bowers. Bowers, nice left foot. Gets through. Bartolomeus here. Tried to get around, but Snell there as the ball got off his foot. Number 4 in the game for the Red Hawks. That's Lynn Skog.
Oh, great pass.
Couple nice one-touches and not much good communication. And Rennie says, I'm going to kick it out. And Noble catches it. Looks like he's going to roll it up to Snell. Snell surveying. He's got Victor open here on the sideline. Victor on his foot. Bowers attacking aggressively and misses it out and get on the foot of Jensen. Jensen off to Sanchez. Sanchez being guarded by Dimitrov. Chased around in Batal with the intercept, but right back into the Red Hawk possession. Nelson kicks it in, and Grant Bennett will pick it up. The ball gets into the box, and he'll get a punt opportunity here. Grant with the punt, very high. See who can get this out of the air, off the shoulder of a Red Hawk, and then Lynn Skoog with it, chipped up by the Mustangs, and a throw-in for the Red Hawks. It'll be Victor. Victor finds Nelson. Nelson back to Victor. Victor one touch, and Vital intercepts it. Little pass up, but intercepted again by Snell, and then Victor up there. A header off by Atoma. Johnson gets in the mix, but back to Max Anderson. Anderson with the left foot up to Wobeshed. Wobeshed finding a teammate in the middle, but Caleb Johnson intercepts it, and back is Essay. He finds a teammate, Wobeshed, and then into the middle here. Good play by Snell as Bartolomeus almost got there. Good aggressive play by Bowers again. Off his foot, and Nelson looking up, but nobody home. Christensen kicks it back to Bennett. He'll need to kick it off his foot here. Nobody's coming in, so he's got all day to kick it. Anderson off his head, off the head of Vital, off the foot of Rennie, out to Mueller, and he kicks it back and finds a Red Hawk. Jensen with it on the left foot. Good aggressive play here. Some good speed shown here by Jensen, and then Mueller there with the tackle. And Christensen picks it up, and we'll get a foul called on the Red Hawks. Jensen got Christensen there. And looks like Bennett will take the free kick. .22 minutes left in the first half. Bennett finds Rennie's head. Rennie hits it up. Anderson, good play there. Kind of got a good position there. Toma kind of fell over on that. Now Dimitrov and Sanchez there. Nice push off by Sanchez. Bartolomeus in pursuit, and Victor has it. Victor trying to find teammate Lynn Skoog, and he can't get his foot on it. Bowers will chase it down. He kicks it to his goalie, and Grant will put it on his foot.
Pressure, good.
Off the head of Johnson. Nelson out of the air. And now on the foot of Sanchez. Sanchez turns, left foot inside, but Bennett will slide in and grab that. Good look for Sanchez for streaking Jensen. Couldn't connect there. And a save, or not necessarily a save, but picked up by the goalie. Here's a punt by Bennett. Nice high kick, see if Vital can get it, but it's over his head. And the ball finds its way back to the goalie, Noble. He picks it up, quickly throws it in. Finds Lynn Skoog off his chest. Johnson pestering around and takes it from him. Nice lefty by Bowers. He finds Dimitrov, and here we go, Bartolomeus. Let's see if we can get a good chance here. He keeps coming inside and kicked out by Snell, and then out of the air, Dimitrov, and soars it over the goal. But good chance there for the Mustangs. Get the ball nice and deep in there, but couldn't find any open Mustangs to get a really good shot. But Dimitrov out of the air with the left foot just over the goal, and we'll have a goal kick for the Red Hawks. And Noble kicking it over to Essay. Essay to Snell. Snell's going to keep going to Victor. Victor up to number 17, Corman. He just came into the game. Bowers, another aggressive play, but finds a foot of Nelson. He kicks it back to Snell. Snell with JoJo on him, and now we're off to Victor. Victor looking up. Boots it up, but that should find the arms of Grant Bennett. And another punt opportunity for the Mustangs, and the goalie, Grant Bennett. Another high kick here. Nice little push in the back there by number 6, Essay. Headed around a few times and then gathered up by Christensen. Christensen back to Corman. Corman off his head, and Rennie trying to track it down. But number Lynn Skoog with it, and then number 4, Rennie for the Mustangs. He's going to try to keep it in. He does. Up to Bartolomeus. He's stuffed by Victor. Victor up to Lynn Skoog. Bowers whiffs on it and then kicked out by Rennie. There's going to be a foul here. Bowers on the miss kind of hit a Red Hawk player, and the referee gives him the free kick. See who takes this.
Looks like Lindskog will take the kick. See what the Red Hawks do on this play. See what kind of foot number 4 has. Probably not a scoring opportunity, but we'll see what he can do. Batal got his foot on it, and they're yelling a handball, but he didn't. And actually, Batal's got to be careful because technically, if he's inside 10 yards and touches it, I believe that's some sort of a foul. Referee isn't listening to the coach. Dimitrov on that free kick, headed off by Victor Lindskog. Has it, finds Nelson. Nelson in the middle of the field, looking back. We got Snell on it. Snell going to try to find Lindskog, but Rennie's there to try to corral it, but instead it goes off his foot, and then we got a throw in for the Red Hawks. Sanchez with it. Johnson interrupts that play. A little bit of, but picked up by Bartolomeus here. We got a little 2-on-2 here. Bartolomeus tries to go to the middle, gets through, bounced around. Referee's letting those go. Batal, Snell on him. Batal looking around, trying to find somebody in the middle. He does. That's Johnson with the left foot. Not much on it. And then cleared out by the Skyhawks. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson looking, streaking Skyhawk player, but Mueller gets it and finds a Toma. Toma gets run over, and that should be a foul, and it is.
Okay, Max.
I think Tickle on that foul, number 9. We could get a free kick, Dimitrov. Wind's blowing in his face as we're kind of looking down the field here. The wind's blowing across the field. See what Dimitrov does with this. He kicks it up nice. Good spot for it. See if Rennie can get up there and redirect it. The goal is wide open. Lefty Batal, but he couldn't do anything with it. And then it's kicked away here. And it looks like Snell is going to find a teammate, and he does. Corman with it. Corman off to Sanchez. Sanchez back out to Essay. Essay kicks it up, and behind it, so it's a playable ball here. It doesn't look like it's going to make it, though. That's number 9, Tickle. Tickle had a chance. He did get behind the defense there, and there was no offsides, but tried to one-touch it, a little too far away from his body, and Bennett cleans it up. A little scary move there, but no contact, which is always good to see when the goalie's on the floor like that. Kicked away here by the Red Hawks, and we'll get a throw-in for the Mustangs. 15 minutes left. A couple of chances here for the Red Hawks. Rennie. Ball off the head of Snell, and then nice left foot by Bowers. Let's see if Batal can get it. See if Batal can get this ball under control. Can't quite do it, but Dimitrov has it. Dimitrov getting around Snell. He leaves it on the floor, kicked out by Essay. And then Batal inside. Gets through, but I don't know if he got kind of took one in the shin there. Noble up with it. He's going to punt it. Christensen heads it. And then Bowers chips it, finds Rennie. Rennie, though, out of Corman. Johnson on Corman here. Batal gets up after being down a little bit, so maybe just a little stinger on the leg. Victor on it as we get a little bit of rain happening here. A couple of raindrops. Should be a goal kick here for the Mustangs. little bit of raindrops going on. Looks probably just be a passing shower, but nevertheless, got to get those umbrellas out and save the equipment. Goal kick for Bennett. Good aggressive play by Victor off his head and off the foot of Rennie, and should be throwing for the Red Hawks. Thrown in, found Corman. Couldn't keep control. Bowers kicks it out. Be a throw-in again for the Red Hawks. Victor on the throw-in. Headed off by Bartolomeus. Dimitrov with the nice little play, but taken up by number 2 on. He just came into the game. That's I don't have his. I don't know who number 2 is. Unfortunately, Bartolomeus in a sea of Red Hawks, and then brought out, and Sanchez has it. Sanchez trying to find his teammate Christensen at the intercept, and Mueller looking up. He tried to find Atoma, but all the way back to SA. SA past a defender, and then Anderson with it. Anderson up to and through, but Christensen picks it up. Patal thought the ball was coming a lot farther than it was, but it wasn't. Bartolomeus picks it up. He's inside. See what he does here. But he kicks it. Goalie makes a save. Noble gets his arm up on that one. Jojo had a lot of net there, just couldn't get a right shot on it, and the goalie will get a save there. So a good chance by the Mustangs. Bartolomeus, after the play there, he tries to kick it through. Got Patal, but Noble inside of there grabbing it. Good action here, both teams. Some good opportunities there. Bartolomeus had definitely on a platter there. Not sure if the ball was bouncing around or what caused him not to do that. Off the head of Bowers, finds Jensen. Jensen being guarded by Rennie, and Johnson tried to come up there, but back on Jensen's foot. He's looking to push it, stops it into the middle here. Again, surveying the field. Little one touch here to number 2. But then Bartolomeus gets his foot on it, slides off, and Rennie off to Dimitrov. Rennie again, he's just going to boot it up. It's up for grabs, and Noble will try to wait for it, but he's going to have to come up and kick it. Nice kick by the goalie. Luckily deflected. Rennie with a kick, but not a great kick, and Anderson up there plays it off of Christensen. It'll be a throw-in for the Red Hawks, and then out to Sanchez. Sanchez inside to Jensen. Jensen looking for a left foot, rolling around, and Bennett scoops it up. A little bit of a bouncer there. You got to be careful. Ball might be a little slick. We had a little shower go through. His punt off the head of Victor, and it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. We okay? Rennie on the throw-in. Nice play by Victor with the header, and then Johnson trying to be competitive there. Gets pushed off by a Red Hawk on the foot of Sanchez. Chipped, bounced away, kicked back to Noble. Noble kicks it up. Headed off by Rennie. Couldn't find a teammate. Christensen off to Dimitrov. See if he gets it through. Gets through one Redbird, but then Victor right there. Rennie to Dimitrov, and here's a chance here. Bartolomeus here in the corner. Off his right foot. He's going to kick it back to Dimitrov. He'll kick a one touch there, and just a little too much bend on that one, but did have Atoma on the far side and Batal in there. Nice little play by the Mustangs as we are under 10 minutes in the second half here. Good game. Both teams have had scoring chances, but nobody's broken through. Anderson off the back of Atoma, throw in for the Red Hawks. Throw in for the Red Hawks here. Finds the foot of Mueller. Dimitrov out with it. Dimitrov up to Patal. See if Patal can get through this sea of Red Hawks. Still keeps possession here. Back out to Toma. Toma inside the middle here. Off Bartolome's foot. Corman with it. Corman with a big boot down, and see if we got a chase here. Wobeshed and Rennie on it. And then Grant just left-footed, kicked it out. Wobeshed and Rennie were in pursuit there. And now Jensen, left foot up, finds Atoma. He just kicks it across the field, and we'll get another throw-in. Victor with the throw-in. Bowers defending here. Wobeshed here. Number 2 with it. Back out to Victor. Victor will reset it. Finds Snell. Snell kind of running the point guard back there. Back to Victor. Victor in the middle, but off the foot of Dimitrov, and then it finds Essay in the back, off to Anderson. Anderson up to Tickle. Tickle to the corner here. And Christensen with the... Looks like an offsides call. Offsides on the Red Hawks. Christensen will take the free kick. Off the head of Atoma. Let's see if we can find Batal here. Essay defending him. One kick back to Dimitrov. Dimitrov on his foot. Yep. Tries to kick it over the defense. Victor on ahead on it. And then finds Wobeshed. Wobeshed to Sanchez. Sanchez left foot in the middle. Looks like there's going to be a chance here for the Red Hawks, but it's not going to be a chance because it is offsides.
He was not.
AR not a fan favorite here. We're sitting in the middle of the stands here with the Red Hawks fans to my left, and we always love when the fans know where the offsides line is when they really can't see it very well. 6.5 minutes left in the second half here. AR explains to the Red Hawk coaches why that was a offsides call. Looked close to me. I can't really tell from this angle, but it looked like they were behind the defense of the Mustangs before the kick. Christensen with the free kick. Nice kick into the middle here. See if Patal can get to it, but Sanchez, nice competitive play there. And then number 2 kicks it out. Toma chases it down. Looking around, trying to get around Anderson. Keeps it in. Anderson with a good tackle there. And then kicked out by Essay. Should be a throw in here for the Mustangs. Christensen on the throw in for the Mustangs. Good throw in here. Dimitrov with a little kick. It bounces around and it's going to go in. But it's not a goal because I think the goalie had 2 hands on it, and when you have 2 hands on it, you're not supposed to kick it, but I'm not sure about that one. That was a close one. Almost got in there. Dimitrov, not sure if he had full possession on that, but that's okay. Nobody got hurt, and
yeah, it was already dead.
Rennie off the head of a Skyhawk. Batal now with it. And they're going to call offsides there. Patal, I don't think, got back onside after that move there. Probably wasn't ready for that kick all the way back. Essay on the free kick here. Essay Haptis. Nice kick by Essay. Off the head of Mueller. It's going to go all the way back to Essay. Essay up to Anderson. One touch to Tickle. Tickle to Sanchez. Back to Tickle. Number 2 with it. Trying to find Corman. Corman heads up. Finds Jensen. Johnson tackles it. And then we'll see if we can... Bartolomeus with it. Gets through a little arms there. Gets past... See if we can get past Corman. He comes to the middle. Now he goes back outside. Nice play. A lot of Red Hawk defenders. JoJo with the left foot into the middle. Finally, Anderson kicks it out. And then Rennie with it. He's going to blast it in, but off Snell's foot, and then off to Jensen. He gathers it. And one touch to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for Tickle, but Christensen right there. Christensen with a nice defensive play. He's going to kick it to his goalie. Grant with a nice boot. Grant Bennett, the goalie, and Anderson with it. Anderson to the middle to Johnson. Johnson finds Dimitrov. It's on his foot. He'll kick it up, and a lot of referees to my left here. Pretty easy call there. Vital offsides.
I didn't recognize him all the way over there.
I'll admit I have a very little patience for parents who think they know the rules of soccer, and when the referee makes the calls, they jeer them, and when they don't make the calls, they get upset. Pretty obvious offsides call there. Snell with the kick into the middle here, off the foot there, and it's going to be offsides on the Red Hawks. A lot of complaining on these offsides calls, but once the ball got touched by somebody, then a Red Hawks player was probably offsides. Mueller with it. He kicks it up. Now Vital, another offsides. A lot of offsides here today, more offsides today than we've probably seen in the last couple games. But I do believe it's more of an indicator of the defense playing more up and more aggressive than a lot of teams. Especially the Red Hawks defense. I see that they usually just leave two back, and the Anderson and Victor, who are, if they're playing four back, I'm not sure if they are definitely playing more up, and even right now they are. Mueller gets his head in there. Kicked off by Anderson. Anderson in the middle. Number 2 with it. He'll head it up. Finding Tickle. Tickle being guarded by Mueller. He gets around him. He finds somebody in the middle here, across the way, off Wobeshed's foot. And then Corman puts it on the ground and deflected by Rennie and hit out by Bowers. Now Victor back to Snell. Snell off his foot, and Bartolomeus almost got there, but then they'll hit it back off the SA. SA at midfield, past Dimitrov, and then over to Anderson. Anderson keeps the ball in, finds Sanchez in the middle, and then back to Anderson. Anderson bringing it in deep here. Some sort of whistle here. I think the ball might have been out of bounds. Throw in for the Mustangs. Here comes Dimitrov. One touch. He's over to Vital. They're looking for an offside call, and they'll get it. Another close play there. Looks like Minnehaha is going to play this fast. We're under a minute. 45 seconds left in the first half. Again, 0-0 game. Any little play that can happen could turn into a goal, and anxiety is high. Off the foot of Jaden Rennie. Vital, the header, picked up by Snell. He kicks it out. There's less than 30 seconds left. Throw in here for the Mustangs. Christensen just going to try to get this down. Snell off his head. Anderson kicks it up. Nobody home. Rennie on his foot. 15 seconds left. One touched off Johnson. Here comes Rennie. Here comes Dimitrov. He tips it back. He's got a chance here. Just a couple seconds left. If he can get through here, and he does, and sails it. Good chance by Dimitrov as time was winding down, and that's the end of the first half. 0-0 game. Pretty much a matchup we expected, with the teams ranked so closely in those rankings that they have for the single A teams. So we go to halftime here. 10-minute halftime. Minnehaha Academy 0. Maranatha Christian Academy 0. Can't stand sitting next to these fans. No, I'm good. I hate sitting next to parents that don't know the rules. Oh, we finally called an offside. Easiest offside.
Excessive offsides calls. I guess I'd rather have excessive
Yeah.
calls than lack.
Well,
if you think about it, so they only play 2 with back. I mean, they're pushing up, and if they're playing 4 backer, I don't know if they are. They might not be playing. They're playing 2, 4. I don't know. Guys get
Something
back.
midfield heavy.
What's that?
Something midfield.
Yeah.
I got 2 black. There was one the same black.
Because Billy got those 2.
Cover I don't want to sweat.
I got an umbrella. Both teams had chances. But then, what's that? Oh no, they are. So those there's a Q quality results, QRF, quality results, something. Yeah. They're 14, we're 15 for the single A. So they're 6, 6, and 2, but they play in a bigger school conference. Quality results formula. QRF. So we're at number 15 and number 14. But they played great. St. Paul Academy. Yeah. That's the big play.
Yeah,
They beat St. Paul Academy, and they've been very, very good. Now, they had a lot of seniors graduate last year, so they might not be as good. But they lost a whole age. But St. Paul Lutheran, we lost from 2 to 1. They tied 1 to 1. So that's our only common opponent. But Breck's always good.
Yeah.
Blake's always good. They beat Providence. Providence is, I think they might have graduated a bunch of seniors. They were really good last year. It's part of the decent sized school, I think. And then Orno's very good. Yeah, it's weird because it's like, it's like you think, oh, they beat this team by that, and not that team. And they beat Southwest Christian, which is a good school too. So, yeah.
Most of those teams that were on that list were teams that I played next to.
What's that?
Those are all schools.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go?
Matamita.
Matamita. That's one thing I like about this. I'm away from the parents, and I don't have to hear it. This complaint.
Orno and basketball. They had Orno and basketball. They had giant.
Why she hasn't gotten this notarized so that
I couldn't come in when I was 10, so I was tall.
Okay.
And they were recently taller.
Yeah, right.
And like my center was a little taller than me, but thinner, and so we were just like, we didn't even know what the strategy was. Playing with these giants, and so we ended up like the whole strategy was give Katie the ball. She will drive into them and try and pull it out.
That's what I was going to say. That's one
Just
strategy.
try not to charge out the gate. Like that was the whole thing. That was our whole. It was me shooting free throws. That was our only offense.
No, that's what you do. You try to pump fake, get them up
Because
in the
everybody
air.
was so much littler than me on my team. They had no chance. They was like their house is very good.
Good. You know, it is changed.
you know, in addition to this, how you got your medical license. Okay. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that helps. Being part of it.
I bet it's nice.
That is the most changing. I do not expect that it's going to be that big of a deal. I would not have known that you were in Central. I don't know.
I know, right?
Because the girls are in 2 or 3 activities all the time.
Oh, I know, you're right. We think it's fine. It's kind of hard to know. Yeah, I stopped looking at you, but I know you look at me every time. I think good. He had an econ midterm yesterday. He's on a bus to Nashville now to see his girlfriend. So,
Yeah, we love to hear he's happy as can be.
remember coming to conference here for the first time? And then what did I do? I don't know. No, I texted my friend.
I know.
It's so inspiring in the building. I know. It'll be good to. I know. You're so lucky. So I kind of get a better sense. I think he's found
Just check your email.
It's gonna get worse tonight. Well, we're asking. He's got most of the baseball.
I didn't like the 90s, I get honest.
Now he's broke. Well, it's like all the baseball guys are first. They get he charges 15 and then
Yes, you gotta read that. Just send it. Where's that one? Here too, or is it? Okay.
I said you told him it. Like, they're up yeah, haircut day tomorrow. Doors unlocked, although they're kind of. Come back and
yeah, Fluffy's right. The vacuum built in. Yeah. It's all in one.
I like from the 80s.
Yeah. Hang out there. I don't want to get
Is that what it said? Oh, okay, you just made that.
Sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like it. Why do I want to buy one?
How are the girls? They're good. Are they? I know kids at home. I know, right? And that's to me is still
This one right here.
Yeah, that's this one here.
Oh, you got the umbrella. I know.
Stay in the.
Right. That's my cousin. So his kids
Nice.
play here.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're back. Start of the second half. Again, we're here at Minnehaha Academy in Minneapolis. 0-0 soccer match. Maranatha taking the field against the Red Hawks of Minnehaha Academy. Both teams had good chances to score. I'd say the Mustangs had a couple higher quality chances. In fact, one, Noble, the goalie, made a really good play, getting his hand up there. Bartolomeus must have just not been able to get it on his foot real well. And then Dimitrov with a good chance as the time was winding down. See if the Mustangs can break through here. It'd be a nice win for them. Obviously, it'd be a good win for Minnehaha as well, but we're the home team, and I'm the announcer. Again, On the mic here, Paul Bennett, Mark Johnson on the camera, and Katie Brink doing all the dirty work and the producing here, so we appreciate that. So, and we're headed off here, second half. Sanchez had it. Dimitrov takes it off his foot. Then Caleb Johnson comes up, and they're going to call a foul on Johnson. I don't know what that call is, but he's just in the mix of things, but that's what he's going to call. It'll be a free kick, and Snell will take it for the Red Hawks. Snell in the middle, bounces around. Christensen, kick. Let's see, Victor here going to chase it down, and then nice tackle by Rennie. Batal with it. Batal in the middle, trying to find Rennie in the corner. I'm sorry, not Rennie. That's Bartolomeus. And then kicked out by Victor. Should be a throw in here for the Mustangs, and early on, Mustangs get something going here in the box. Grayson Rennie quickly into Dimitrov. Dimitrov back to Batal. Batal in the box, but played off, and Dimitrov on his foot. He's going to go left with it, through one defender, through another, and loses control, and it'll be a goal kick. Had to get through a couple guys there. Noble on the goal kick. Simple little kick back to his teammate there, and then this is kind of dangerous here. Toma up on SA. SA makes it look easy here. Anderson up to Mueller, playing a little deeper here. Wobeshed goes down, and then Dimitrov back to SA. SA finally gets it out of there, and Christensen with a good tackle. Anderson with the foot on it. Johnson with it. That's Nelson with his foot on it. That's Anderson right there. He kicks it away. Rennie to chase it down. He's going to kick it back to his goalie, Grant Bennett, into the middle here. Sanchez and Rennie after it, and Tate with it. Tate back to Snell. Kind of a helter-skelter possession there. Here's Nelson. Nelson over to Anderson. Anderson to the middle. And that's going to be offsides if they call it. It's going to be easy call there, clearly offsides. That's McGreevy. McGreevy in the middle, so it looked like he was offsides from this angle. So referee, the AR is right there to call it. Line it up, and Christensen with the free kick. And feel a couple raindrops again. Bartolomeus back to Rennie. Rennie just boots it out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Victor on the throw-in. As feel a couple raindrops here. Another throw-in for the Red Hawks. Jensen threw it into Sanchez, back to Jensen. Jensen on his foot now. He left foots it across the way. Anderson is there, but punched out by Bennett. Nelson with it. He boots it in, but easy save by Bennett. Good little cross there by Jensen, and did have a player there, but Bennett came across and quickly punched it out off the side of his foot. Wobeshed trying to chase it down. Atoma. Back to Nelson. Nelson to Anderson. Rennie. Sanchez picks it up. Sanchez far side down to Anderson. Near side. In the middle for Jensen off his foot and then kicked out, but SA with it. Trying to find Nelson, but Batal now with it. Turns it. Dimitrov had Bartolomeus open on the through ball, but off the leg of a defender, and then kicked up by Johnson and picked up by Noble. Had a chance there. I don't know if Bartolomeus would have been offsides. It would have been close. Nelson to Wobeshed. Back to Tate. Tate back to Wobeshed. See if he can keep it in field. He does. Wobeshed looking across. He finds Tate in the middle. Tate with the one touch to Jensen. He's out to Sanchez. And McCreevy, he tried to find a teammate. Last one, that'd be Victor to Bennett. Nice little push off by McCreevy on the defender, no call. Bennett with the punt. Good chance there by the Red Hawks. Sanchez now. Surveying the field. Back out to Victor. Victor with his left foot on it, right foot. In the middle, Caleb Johnson on the tackle and trying to find Dimitrov. Ball finds some greens who can get there first. Victor up to McCreevy. McCreevy tipped off by Christensen. He boots it up, and that's going to be out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Red Hawks. Looks like they got to chase down a ball. Clock still ticking here. And they're going to stop the clock. Not sure what's going on here. Christensen trying to tie his shoe. Not sure if that was the only problem. Clouds are out. It's cooled off a little bit. Not too windy. When we left for the game, that was very windy and gusty. As we wait for the game to get started here. Maranatha now 3-4 in their conference now. Thrown in here by the Red Hawks and all the way over to SA. SA surveying the field. Back to Snell. Snell as the point guard over to Victor. Victor left foot touched a teammate. He finds Nelson in the middle. Nelson to Sanchez. Back to Nelson. Nelson in the middle here. Tate with it. Tate back to Jensen. Caleb Johnson in pursuit here. 14 on 14. Jensen turns it. Dimitrov with a nice touch there. They need to talk. Nobody on that. Then the Red Hawks get it back. Wobeshed. Atoma on top of him. Back out to Nelson. Nelson across the way. He finds Tate. Tate to Jensen off his foot. Atoma taps it away, but still in possession for the Skyhawks. I knew I was going to say that. Red Hawks. And then kicked out by the defense of the Mustangs. Still maintain possession here. Now Nelson with it. Nelson all the way over to Victor. He tries to shoot it in to Sanchez, but couldn't find him. Bennett with the punt. Good high punt. It's going to find, well, didn't find the foot of Snell, but Snell will pick it up. He tries to kick it, miss kick here. See if Batal can get a hold of it here. Nice head by Snell, but Bartolomeus with it. He'll try to gather it here in the corner and do something with it. Snell there. Good defensive play there. Just got enough on the ball to get it off Bartolomeus' foot. Now Sanchez. Nice kick there. Mueller, nice aggressive play. Played it up to Atoma. Atoma back to Mueller. Mueller in a bunch of traffic here. Jaden Rennie with it now. Picked up by Jensen, and then Bowers. Aggressive play and kicked out Anderson into the middle. Nobody there. Christensen back to goalie Bennett. Bennett's going to have to play it. Wobeshed in pursuit, but he kicks it up and finds Batal. Batal kicks it up to Dimitrov, and he tried to find Bartolomeus. A little too much on it. Noble picks it up and now rolls it up to Victor, and then Bowers with an aggressive move up off his foot, but still maintained by the Redbirds. And Jensen has it. Now back to Tate. Tate looking for a teammate. Finds Nelson. Nelson to Anderson. Anderson in the middle. Ball's up. Off the goalie Grant. And he'll be able to pick that up because it was deflected off his teammate. Good little chance there. Jensen couldn't find enough ball on there to get it past the goalie. And a couple good chances here by the Redbirds. Sanchez now with it. Sanchez to try to find a teammate. Johnson chips it off to Atoma. One touch to Dimitrov. Dimitrov quickly over, but Victor should get there. Victor kicks it up, and nobody there. It's going to be a throw-in for the Mustangs. And Kai is going to be coming in for Atoma. couple injuries by the Mustangs team has shortened the bench a little bit. But right now they're playing pretty good full strength. There's a little bit of a sickness that ran through the team a couple weeks ago, but it seems like everybody's doing okay now. Tate with a good aggressive move there. One touch Johnson over to Dimitrov. Dimitrov through some traffic. Now he'll go back and retrieve it. Off to Bartolomeus. And we're going to get an offsides call. A lot of offsides calls here early. Free kick here for the Red Hawks. Again, little bit of drizzle here. I got my umbrella out just in case we find something more. Tate with it. Back to
Get it out of there!
Snell. Snell off to Victor. Victor back to Snell. Snell boots it up, but that's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. We're under 30 minutes left in the game here in the second half. 0-0 game. Rennie inside the box, but Snell gets his foot on it, and that should be out of bounds. And another throw-in for the Mustangs as the rain is, when I say picking up from a light drizzle to now kind of a steady drizzle. The wind has picked up too. I see the trees behind us moving around. Throwing in the box, but Tall just can't quite get it, and kicked out by Snell. Rennie in pursuit, both of them, in fact. But now Jensen gets up. One touch to Wobachuk. He tries to kick it up to find a teammate. Grant Bennett out of his goal. Gets deflected, so his teammates come back. So Bennett with a risky move, but probably a good move there. And actually it's going to be offsides anyway, so no big deal. Another offsides call. I think we'll set the record for offsides calls. I don't know if we've had even that many this season, to be honest with you, and we've had about 6 or 7 of them. Rennie tried to find a teammate, kicked up Noble with a quick save, and finding Anderson here. Anderson with the left foot off to Mitrov, and it'll be a throw-in for the Red Hawks. 28 minutes left in the second half. Anderson, throw in on the foot of Jensen. Jensen's back to Anderson. Anderson in the middle. Christensen for the Mustang kicks it up, excuse me. Patal in pursuit here. Nice defense here by the Red Hawks. Patal gets kind of tripped up there, and we've seen that happen before. Not a lot of calls. It's kind of an easy call, but I'd like to see that go both ways. I've seen a few times the Mustangs players gotten pushed and they haven't called it. Here comes Anderson on the free kick. Anderson to Nelson. Nelson off his head. Kai High intercepts it. He's left-footed to Patal. Patal on his foot. Back out to Rennie, but Tate with a nice escape there, and the ball bounces around, and now McCreevy with it. McCreevy down the right side, slows it up. He crosses it. Sails it well over the goal. A lot of the Red Hawk parents getting excited over nothing. The shot was clearly not good. Now the rain's coming down a little bit more. Might affect the game as far as the ball's going to be a little slick. Mostly, I would say the goalies would be the ones that would be most. McCreevy's down on the ground. Not sure what happened there. Maybe when he kicked it, he turned an ankle. He's not moving very much at all, so I'm sure something of the sorts happened here. I'm going to kind of reset myself here to kind of get in the way of this rain so it doesn't get on our equipment. I don't really care if I get wet, but the equipment that we have here, including the laptop, I'll keep moving around here. Hopefully McCreevy's okay. This is part of the game that I don't like to see. It looks like it might be an ankle the way he's holding it up. Hopefully it's just a turn of an ankle, nothing more serious than that. But he's going to be helped off the field here. Hopefully it's not a knee, because those are pretty easy to do. This will be a goal kick for the Mustangs. As McCreevy comes off the field. Again, hopefully it's just a little twist or a slight sprain, and maybe he can walk it off. It looks like as he's coming across, he's able to put a little more weight on it than he could the first few steps. The ponchos and the rain gear coming out. Still waiting for McCreevy to get off the field. They're coming off gingerly, and again, hopefully it's something will be okay. 26-41 here, second half, and there's the whistle, and the clock is moving. Goal kick by Grant here, and up to Dimitrov. He kicks it in the middle, couldn't find anybody. Patal was supposed to be home, but he kind of left that area. Tipped up by Jaden Rennie, headed up by Kai Hai, and then tipped out to Anderson. Anderson across the field, trying to find Tickle. And should be a throw-in for the Mustangs. It will be, as the rain's coming down a little bit more. Definitely the trees are showing a lot more wind, so the wind is picked up. And we'll see if this plays a part into this game here. If one of these teams can get on the board and a slick ball or a misplay by a defender or a goalkeeper can turn into a goal. Anderson down to Jensen off his foot. Christensen kicks it out of bounds. Christensen had all day there and just decided to boot it, and off the side of his foot. Anderson throws it in. Good header by Johnson. Vital trying to find his teammate. Couldn't do it. Nelson with it. Bartolomeus finds Dimitrov. Dimitrov of it. Trying to one-touch it down. Now we get a little race here. And Noble comes up, and you just saw that. He bobbled the ball. I'm sure it's a little bit slick, so the goaltenders need to have a lot more focus in those last 25 minutes of this game. Kicked out by Snell, and we'll get a throw-in for the Mustangs on the far side of the field. Rennie inside the box. Jaden Rennie outside the box, and he blasts one and well wide. Good idea, though. Right now, I would be in favor of just getting things close to the net, trying to do what you can. Quickly kicked up here, SA. Trying to find Jensen. Rennie, nice header. He finds his teammate Dimitrov. Dimitrov finds the chest of Snell. Bartolomeus with the header, and then Snell with the header. Dimitrov on his foot, can't gather it in. Johnson kicked around. Snell turns around, kicks it, to be out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Mustangs here sustaining some possession in their offensive end of the field. The rain has seemingly maybe subsided. I don't see just light drizzle now, so maybe this is just a passing shower, hopefully. Thrown in by Rennie in the box, headed out by Sanchez. Tickle with it, and then some sort of a whistle there. I don't know what the exact call is, but it looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Redbirds. Oh, it was off the goalie. I'm sorry, it's off the referees, and then kick back to the goalie. Kind of a how the gentlemen's play a soccer there. It's a Tickle gets behind. He kicks it up. Bennett there with it. Okay. Picks it up, and he'll punt it off here. He's going to have to focus in a little bit more. Ball's going to be a little more slick, so it's going to affect that. But, boy, he got all of that one. Nice punt by Bennett. See if Vital can get some possession there. He does. Gets through one possession. There's a nice little hand there by Snell, but they haven't called that all game. I'm not quite understanding that. He's got a nice little arm bar into Vital's chest. Mueller this time heads it out. Kai Hai in pursuit. He tries to get it, but back to Anderson. Anderson off his teammate. Kai Hai tries to get it past him. Anderson with it. Nice little move here. Gets it past. And onto Jensen's foot. Jensen turns. Wobeshed inside to Jensen. He's back out to Tate. Tate a little too much on it, and Bennett will gather it up. 22-22 left in this one. Again, a little bit of rain here still. Here's the punt by Bennett. Batal in pursuit, but off the head of Snell and finds the foot of Bartolomeus. Sanchez there. Victor kicks it up. Christensen off the side of his foot. Rennie there to head it out and then boot it. He fans on it. Jensen there. Anderson there. Rennie off the body of Nelson. A little physical there, but they've kind of let that go, and kind of glad they didn't call that. Off the foot of...
Hey, no, you cannot do that.
So, Batal here, trying to figure out what's going on, because when he uses his arm, so he's getting called for a foul, but when Snell puts his arm on his chest, there's no call. So, Batal, though, pretty obvious call, kind of grabbing his shoulder. He's kind of known to do that. Pretty easy call most of the time, and Snell with the free kick. Johnson with the tip out, but Sanchez picks it up. Sanchez left foot, trying to find Jensen. Jensen on his foot. Outside to Wobeshed. Wobeshed looking in the middle. Finds Tate. Tapped back by Rennie. Off to Sanchez. Outside to Tickle, and Tickle back to Victor. Victor down to Tickle. One touch back to Victor. Victor gets to it. And off the foot of Rennie to be a throw-in for the Redbirds. Sorry, the Red Hawks. Turn around and kicked there, and Grant Bennett knocks it down. Kicked back here. A lot of action here. Now 15, right back at the goalie, Bennett. And a great save by Grant Bennett. He kind of got caught outside of his goal, made it back, and Wobeshed, I think, thought he had an open net, turned and fired, and Grant Bennett's right there to gobble it up on his stomach. So another good play by Bennett. And finds the foot of Bartolomeus on his punt. Real good chance there by the Red Hawks. Be a throw-in for the Mustangs here as Bartolomeus trying to get past the defender. Jaden Rennie on the throw-in. Another good chance, another scoring chance thwarted by the Mustangs and the goalie Grant Bennett.
Go Tate.
Tate, one touch up to Jensen, but he let it go, and then Mueller kicked it back to Anderson, who gathers it up, finds Tate in the middle, one touch, and here comes Dimitrov, and he just boots it in, and that'll be a goal kick. Looks like the rain might have stopped here. Goal kick here for the Red Hawks. Defended by Kai-Hai. Almost had a chance there. Essay gets through there. Tate one touch back to Snell. Snell back up here to Sanchez. Sanchez through ball. Nice idea, but Rennie's there. Should be picked up by the goalie, and it is. Tickle was making a run there. It's a good little pass, but Rennie on the defense. Punted off by Bennett. Bennett, beautiful punt. Big bounce. See if somebody could chase this down. Snell is going to chase it down. He'll kick it up. And it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Thrown in by Rennie, headed off by Tate. Tickle with a foot on it, up to Jensen. Bounce over Christensen. And then a one touch out to Wobeshed, and see if something can happen here. But the defense of Maranatha there, and he kicks it up, but Bennett on the save. Good little chance there for the Red Hawks. But a relatively easy save made by Bennett, and he'll punt it. There's some space here. See if Patel can knock it down. Not able to. Now Snell with it. Snell tries to find Sanchez. Patel in the mix there, but he can't quite get it. And we'll get a throw-in for the Red Hawks. Red Hawks kicked it out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in for the Mustangs. Grayson Rennie on the throw-in for the Mustangs here. 17 minutes, winding down to close to 17 minutes left in this one. Batal, little foot, little head, then kicked up by Snell, kicked out by Sanchez. Jaden Rennie knocks it down. In the middle here, Dimitrov. Sanchez comes out of there. He finds Jensen. One touches it back to Tate, but Kai High there to interrupt that play. Johnson to Rennie. Rennie out to Bartolomeus and off his foot, but that's going to be an easy offsides call. Atoma waiting to check in for the Mustangs. Snell on the free kick after the offsides call. Bowers gets it out of the air, but can't clear it, and then Jensen has it. Jensen with the left foot inside, but that should be picked up, and it is by Grant Bennett. And now, just as we talk, it starts raining again. Ball kicked around here. Nelson chips it up to Wobeshed. Wobeshed finds Jensen. Jensen being defended by Rennie off the chest of Mueller, and then kicked out by Wobeshed to Anderson. He kicks it across and picked up by Bennett. Bennett quickly ahead to see if he can find something here. Nice bounce. Good punt by Bennett. Snell back. Snell going to kick it off Bartolomeus, and that'll be a goal kick. Goal kick here for the Red Hawks. 15:30 left. Atoma comes in for Batal. Goal kick here taken by, this time looks like Victor's taking that goal kick. Finds a teammate, far side Tickle. Tickle tackled there, pass tackled by Rennie, and now we're back to Snell. Snell in the middle to Nelson. Nelson escaping Johnson. He finds Tate. Tate kicks it up. Grant Bennett aggressively comes up, just boots it up. Good play by the goalie there to see that was coming. I think that might have been offsides anyway. Throw in here for the Red Hawks. Snell up to Sanchez. Sanchez far side. Bowers. Now we got Dimitrov to Bartolomeus and another offsides. As I said, we're setting records for offsides calls, and they're continually to come here. I think these boys would kind of figure it out, but quickly brought up by Snell, and then Tickle has it. Tickle off to, oh no, that's Tickle up front. That was Essay. Essay's moved to the far side. Johnson brought it up, but then kicked off by Snell, and there's a little whistle here. Hopefully a foul on the Red Hawks. I believe so. Now the rain's really picked up here. Thought maybe we're past it, but nice steady rain falling now. Rennie off Snell's foot. Sanchez. Bowers tried to get in front of that one, but Essay off the back of Christensen. Christensen up into the middle of the field off the foot of Tate. Tate off Jensen. Now there's an offsides call. Ball's going back and forth. It's actually pretty easy to call that. I'm not quite sure. I think one reason why we're getting a lot of offsides calls is they're calling these offsides. Usually the offsides call is, the player is behind the back line of the defense, but generally you don't call the offsides until there's a potential offensive touch. Usually you just let it play out. He can stand there and hold his line, and then he has to wait till there's actually kind of like a legitimate scoring chance. Rennie on the free kick up to Sanchez. Christensen, a nice job there, but back to Snell. Snell off his chest, and he gets it over to Essay. Essay finding his teammate here in the middle of the field. That's Jensen. Jensen back to Victor. Victor all the way over to Anderson. Can tell the ball's a little slicker here, but keeping good possession here. Nelson to the middle. Tate, and off his foot. Sanchez there, quickly there, back to Tate. Tate kicks it in. A little too much on that one, and Bennett will pick it up. Winding down to about 12 minutes left here in the second half. Bennett with the punt. Sanchez underneath it. He heads it off. Picked up off the foot, stayed in play, and then Bartolomeus will have it down here. Let's see if the Mustangs can get something going here. Bartolomeus to the corner. Off the foot of a defender, and then off the foot of Bartolomeus. So that'll be a goal kick. Very close there. Good chance by the Mustangs. Get the ball in deep for the first time in a while. But we'll have a goal kick, and Noble will retrieve a ball, and it looks like Victor's going to take it.
They made it fine.
Victor, nice goal kick there. Christensen couldn't play it. Now Nelson has it, middle of the field for the Redhawks. He tried to find a teammate in the middle, can't, but the ball came right back at him, and now he can find his teammate, Jensen. The ball gets through him, and Rennie kicks it out, so we'll get a throw in for the Redhawks. You could tell that the ball is very slick, and the fans are getting into this one. Anderson, as we wind down under 11 minutes, throw in Anderson, Johnson in there, but another throw in for the Redhawks. Anderson. Trying to find Jensen. Jensen off his foot. Tate with it. Johnson now. Dimitrov. He's going to wind it up and see if he can do it. But that's going to be another offsides call. Pretty easy call there. Kai high behind the defense. He's wondering about that. But if you take a quick little snapshot there, pretty easy call. When you want to take your run, you got to make sure your guy's going to kick it before you take the run. Okay, Victor on the free kick here. He's got a good foot, so this one's going to be kicked very nice to the top of the box there. Headed up by number 4, Lin Skoog. Haven't called his name in the second half, so I think he just came into the game. Cleared out by Bowers, but simply back to the defense and back to the point guard, Snell. Snell in the middle, found off the foot of Nelson, but then was off his foot, and back on the foot of Tate. Nelson there, though, gets it away from Atoma. Anderson into the middle here. We got a little deflection here by Lynn Skoog, but not enough to find the net. Bennett scoops it up. Good little pass by Anderson in the middle and a redirect, but again, not much on there. I didn't even know if that would go in if Grant didn't pick it up. Nice punt here. Sanchez underneath it with the head. Another header by Lynn Skoog. Tate in the middle there by Johnson. And Johnson's got to be careful. He got smaller players. He's got to make sure he's more vertical than he is sidewards. And he gets called for the foul there. Lynn Skoog's going to line this one up.
Follow it in, boys. Crash the boards.
Lynn Skoog ready to kick it here. Free kick, low line driver off the foot of Jensen, back to Nelson, and then kicked out by Rennie. Dimitrov in pursuit, and Lynn Skoog kicks it out. We got a throw in and a couple more subs coming in. We got Corman coming in for Nelson. Christensen on the throw in for the Mustangs, finds the head of Anderson. Tate gets his foot on it. Nice job there in the middle of the Corman. Corman far side to Essay. Essay keeps a possession there. Nice little move there, but Dimitrov comes back and tackles it. Trying to get it up past his teammate, but finds the back of Sanchez, and then Dimitrov again. Now he kicks it up. They're going to call offsides again because Batal is offsides, and they're going to keep it going, actually, because technically there wasn't a play. Throw in for the Mustangs, kind of worked out there. The goalie kicked it, and that's how you're supposed to call offsides. He was offsides, but he never touched the ball, so you're not supposed to call it. Headed up here by the Red Hawks, tipped around to Toma on the header, Mueller on the header, and then on the foot of Tate. Tate looking for Wobeshed, Christensen and back to Bennett. Bennett kicks it up, finds Dimitrov at the header there, and see if Batal can head it and get possession here. Now Essay with it. Bowers closing in. He kicks it out and should be a throw in. And the rain has stopped again. I don't know if I should put my umbrella down or not, but off the foot here, Sanchez with it. Off to Corman. Corman one touch inside. Looks like Lindskog, but tackled by Rennie. Rennie looking up, surveying the field here. Corman in pursuit. Rennie trying to get around Corman. He does, but Corman with a nice play there, and he gets it on his foot. But now Atoma's got some space here. Kicks it up to try to find Johnson. Tipped away here. Snell in pursuit. He kicks it out to Anderson. Atoma challenging that, but he kicks it in the middle and finds Tate. Tate to Corman. Corman back to Tate. Tackled here by Rennie. See if Atoma can tackle this down. Victor in pursuit. Atoma tried to cross it, and he couldn't. Off the foot of... they're going to throw it in this way. It looked like it went off Atoma's foot, but Anderson kicked it out. Might have been out before he actually kicked it, to be honest with you. Grayson Rennie with the throw in. I had a chance there. If Toma would have kind of just chipped it up straight ahead and tried, instead of going for the cross, he might have had a chance. The ball's bouncing around, and Noble picks it up after the foot of Johnson. Here's a punt by Noble. Haven't seen him do that much off the head of Rennie. Tate on his foot. Finds Jensen. Jensen to Sanchez. Sanchez out to Essay. Essay back to Sanchez. Being tackled here by Rennie. Ball gets through. Here comes Anderson with his left foot back in the middle. Nobody there. Caleb Johnson decides to boot it out. It'll be a throw in for the Red Hawks, and they got a Nelson coming in here. Lindskog's going to come out of this game. He had a nice little chance on a redirect. Didn't work. We're going to get a throw in here. Looks like Anderson on the throw in. He's going to try to find Jensen in the corner here, being defended by Mueller. He turns. Rennie on the header. We're inside the box here. Hopefully nothing can happen. Craziness, and Mueller gets it out. Corman in pursuit. Batal. Good competitive play here. Corman getting in the way of Batal, and then Anderson to the middle. Tate gets a little call here. Interesting move here, but kind of a push off. Been plenty of arms going on, and Dimitrov here with the free kick. Dimitrov with the boot. Finds the head of Anderson. Mueller here. He tries to kick it, but right back to a Red Hawk player, Christensen, back out. Up the field. Anderson, nice play out of the air there. Tate, one touch to Nelson. Christensen thwarts that. Snell back with it. He kicks it, and Rennie gets it back. That ball's going to stay into play, and it won't. So we'll get a throw in for the Red Hawks. We're under 4 minutes here, 0-0 game. And ball's not going to stay in play, and we'll get a throw in for the Mustangs.
I always remember what Jake
Sanchez to the middle. Christensen with it. Trying to find Bartolomeus. Can't do that. Rennie inside. Tapped out Corman. Corman finds Nelson. Nelson back to Anderson. Anderson up the field. Trying to find Jensen. Mueller, nice header there, but Jensen's going to get his foot on it. Finds Wobeshed. Wobeshed tried to one-touch it. Taking off the ball a little bit there off Christensen. Nice play by Jensen. Back out to Nelson. Nelson goes to the middle of the field. Batal gets a foot on it, but back to Corman, Bartolomeus, and Corman here. And Corman gets his foot on it. And it should be a throw-in for the Mustangs, and it is. A lot of parents with these opinions here. They're a little farther away than the ref, so I'm not quite sure what they're seeing. Rennie throws it in and off the head of a Red Hawk. So another throw-in for the Mustangs here. 2:35 left in this one.
Is Scott Glenn out there shaking balls?
Grayson Rennie on the throw-in. He'll throw it in the box here off the foot of Essay. Mueller off his knee. Rennie. Nice little, got the ball away, but not enough. Tate with it. Now coming back is Johnson. Johnson there tripped up Sanchez, and be a free kick here. 2 minutes left in the game here.
Oh, God, did Tito get hit?
1:55 and counting here. Get a free kick here, Snell. Snell with the free kick here. Nice kick by Snell. Headed off and redirected, but Bennett back there. Grant's going to quickly punt it. He's trying to find Batal. Actually, he might find Bartolomeus here on the left side. He'll head it off and see if we can maintain possession. Jaden with a nice header and then chips it up. Here comes Dimitrov. This is going to be a good chance for the Mustangs. Dimitrov on his foot. He slowly puts it in and scores! Dimitrov with the goal. 1:22 left. Mustangs up 1-0. That's a big shocker. They got back and the celebration is on, but they need to keep their focus. This game is still not won. 1:22 left. Mustangs with the score. Dimitrov got behind the defense of the Minnehaha Academy Redhawks, and now they're up 1-0. You can easily score a goal in 1:22, so Mustangs need to keep their wits about them here. The goal is really exciting, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't hold them to 0 the rest of the way. Okay, here's the kickoff, and now you can see them really pushing up. Anderson to the middle, headed off by Rennie. The field is definitely slick here. Let's see if the Mustangs just kind of salt this away here. Bartolomeos with it. Should just go to the corner with it. He's going to go to the middle. Here comes Dimitrov. One touch back to Bartolomeos. They're going to call offsides. Boy, that's a tough one. 1 minute left in this game. A lot of fans screaming, urging them to move on. Snell. Nice kick. See if it's kicked off here. Bauer's got his foot on it. And then kicked up here. Christensen with it. Oh, Grant Bennett with a kind of a missed kick there, but Mueller saves the day. Clears it out. Atoma booting it up. 37 seconds left. Headed off, and looks like it's going to be a throw-in, and the Mustangs can take their time here. 30 seconds left. Grayson Rennie going to pick up the ball. Probably best to just throw it in the corner. 22 seconds left. Rennie just does exactly what I thought. Just throw it down there, and then kicked off by a Red Hawk, and that might salt it away because we only have 12 seconds left. Rennie going to take your time because you can do that. Throws it into the box. The ball's going to find its way. It's going to be a goal kick, but that doesn't matter. The horn goes off, and that's going to be a win for the Maranatha Mustangs to come out of this one. Minnehaha Academy had a lot of chances but couldn't put it in, and in the end, one goal is the victory. 1-0 game here, lovely game. Mustangs with the win, 10th win of the year. Signing off on the voice, Paul Bennett here. Good camera work by Mark Johnson, and thanks to the producer, Katie Brink. We'll see you later.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, no, I know. As soon as I saw him, yeah, I was just like, it's, yeah, because there's nothing there. He'll just
Grant
can read his paper and do whatever he
He
wants.
played well. It's gonna be like this tomorrow. It's gonna be a
Soggy?
well, it might the rain may hold. It's gonna be cold.